Thank you. May I now invite Brigadier General Retired Hussaini Idrisu to do the signing, please. Thank you. May I invite Ms. Nancy Dakwa Ampofo, member of the council, to do the signing, please.
Thank
you very much. It is now
on the list who has signed, Miss Nancy Dakwa Ampofo. So it's a 7-member council of the armed forces, chaired by our sitting vice president, Professor Jainana Opoku-Ajimade, and that's the president in your short, also assenting his signature to all the oaths that have been signed this morning. And then she is followed by Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Buama, and then after him comes Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa. Mubarak Mohammed Montaka signed after him. Mr. Daniel Ado, who is also a member, signed. Mr. Hussaini Idrisu signed, and the last person to have signed was Miss Nancy Dakwa Ampofo. So there you have it. The Armed Forces Council members have been constituted, and the president appending his final signature to that very legal document, as you can tell in the comfort of your homes or wherever you're watching from this morning. And that's the president in your shot. Very soon, I think the president will give us his comments, and I believe the vice president would also have a few words for us, and I'm sure that will be the completion of this very brief process this morning, constituting the members of the Armed Forces Council, of course, according to the constitution of our dear nation, Ghana.
Invites His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces to deliver his remarks, please. With a round of applause. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Ministers of State, Chief of the Defense Staff and Service Chiefs, distinguished members of the Ghana Armed Forces Council, officers, men and women of the Ghana Armed Forces, ladies and gentlemen, friends of the media. It is with great honor and deep appreciation that I stand before you today to swear in the newly appointed members of the Armed Forces Council as established by Article 211 of the 1992 Constitution. This solemn occasion reaffirms our collective commitment to the security, stability, and professional excellence of our armed forces. Our forces are not just a vital institution within our national security framework. They are the guardians of the sovereignty, the protectors of our democracy, and a source of immense pride for the people of Ghana. For decades, the Ghana Armed Forces have stood as a disciplined, professional, and highly respected institution, earning international recognition for your dedication to peacekeeping missions, humanitarian efforts, and the defense of our territorial integrity. From ensuring peace in our communities to responding to security threats across the sub-region, you've continued to demonstrate unwavering commitment and sacrifice. Your service underlines the highest ideals of patriotism, duty, honor, and for this you have the full appreciation of the government and people of Ghana. Today, as we swear in the distinguished members of the Armed Forces Council, we reaffirm the critical role of this body in the governance and administration of our military. The responsibility placed on your shoulders as a council is one of great national importance. The strength of our armed forces depends not only on the bravery of the men and women in uniform, but also on the leadership, policies, and decisions that guide them. Your mandate is clear: to provide strategic leadership and oversight that ensures the Ghana Armed Forces remain an effective, modern, and disciplined force. To uphold the highest standard of governance, professionalism, and accountability within the military. To safeguard the welfare of our officers, men and women who risk their lives in the service of our nation. The decisions you make as a council will shape the future of our armed forces. It is therefore imperative that you approach this duty with wisdom, integrity, and a deep commitment to national service. In today's world, the nature of our security threats is rapidly evolving. From terrorism and cybercrime to political instability and climate-related security challenges, our armed forces must remain prepared to respond effectively in any circumstances. This means we must invest in the necessary tools, training, and infrastructure to keep our military strong, adaptable, and ahead of emerging threats. This administration remains unwavering in its commitment to the modernization of the Ghana Armed Forces. We'll continue to prioritize the following. 1, capacity building programs that enhance the skills and expertise of our personnel, ensuring that they are equipped to handle both conventional and unconventional threats. 2, investment in modern military technology and equipment to strengthen our national defense capabilities. 3, enhanced infrastructure development, including improved barracks, training facilities, and logistics support systems. 4, improved welfare and support systems for military personnel and their families, recognizing that the well-being of our armed forces extends beyond the battlefield. In recent years, we've seen the increasing role of technology in warfare, drone technology, intelligence gathering, and defense coordination. As a nation, we must embrace this reality and work towards a defense strategy that leverages innovation, data-driven security solutions, and modern military practices. Ghana has long been a beacon of peace in West Africa and beyond. Our armed forces have played a significant role in regional and international peacekeeping operations, working alongside global partners to restore stability in many conflict zones. Our commitment to regional security cooperation remains strong, and as a nation, we will continue to strengthen our partnerships with our regional bodies such as ECOWAS and the African Union, as well as our international allies, to collectively address security challenges that affect not just Ghana, but the entire globe. The Armed Forces Council must work to deepen these engagements, ensuring that Ghana's military remains at the forefront of peacekeeping, counter-terrorism, and cross-border security initiatives. We will continue to support training exchanges, intelligence sharing, and joint operations that enhance our ability to respond to global security threats. Distinguished members of the Council, the strength of any military is built on the foundation of discipline, integrity, and ethical leadership. It is not just the weapons or the size of an army that define its effectiveness, but the character, morale, and professionalism of its personnel. Ghana has long prided itself on having one of the most disciplined and respected military forces in the world, and we must never take this for granted. As members of the Armed Forces Council, you must ensure that the highest standards of ethical conduct, transparency, and accountability are maintained within the ranks of our armed forces. Corruption, misconduct, and abuse of power must have no place in our military. Your leadership must inspire confidence, fairness, and trust, both within the armed forces and among the Ghanaian people. A strong military is one that earns the respect of its citizens through service, integrity, and unwavering dedication to duty. To the gallant officers, men and women of the Ghana Armed Forces, I want to take a moment to express our deep gratitude for your service and sacrifice. Your unwavering dedication to duty ensures that our dear nation Ghana remains peaceful, stable, and secure. Many of you have left your families behind for extended period, serving in difficult and dangerous environments. You've responded to national emergencies, provided humanitarian assistance, and defended our borders against threats. Indeed, several of you have paid the ultimate sacrifice for your nation. The government recognizes these sacrifices and will remain committed to supporting you in every way possible. Your welfare, professional development, and operational needs will always be a top priority. We'll continue to advocate for better conditions of service, access to quality healthcare, and opportunities for career advancement within the military. In conclusion, as we move forward, let us all commit to working together to build a stronger, more modern, and more resilient Ghana Armed Forces. To the newly sworn-in members of the Ghana Armed Forces Council, I urge you to embrace this responsibility with dedication and a clear vision. Let us ensure that our military remains not just an institution of defense, but a symbol of national unity, excellence, pride, and progress. Together, we can shape the future of our armed forces for generations to come. At this point, I would also like to extend my sincere gratitude to the outgoing members of the Armed Forces Council and the service commanders who have diligently served our nation. Your dedication and leadership have contributed immensely to the strengthening of our military and maintaining the high professional standards and discipline that have been a mark of the Ghana Armed Forces. Your service has been invaluable, and Ghana is deeply grateful for your efforts. On this note, I also wish to congratulate all newly sworn-in members of the Armed Forces Council. I have no doubt that you will serve with honor, wisdom, and unwavering commitment to Ghana. May God bless you all, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Another round of applause, please. Thank you, Mr. President, for the renewed commitment to the Ghana Armed Forces. It is now my pleasure to kindly invite Her Excellency Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, Chairperson of the newly sworn Ghana Armed Forces Council, to deliver her remarks. A round of applause, please.
Thank you very much. And I refer to the protocol established by our boss and greet all of you. Thank you for being here. I think there's something we can all notice. Those of us who've paid attention to other swearing-in ceremonies will notice that this is the only one we don't have family and friends to take pictures. And I think that the import is not lost on any one of us. This is a very, very solemn event, more so than a celebratory one. We are talking about the security of our country. It is not the appointment that we have fanfares about. And I want to thank our President for the honor done us. And I want to assure him that as members of council, we will rise to the responsibility and ensure that his confidence is not misplaced. I think this is very important. As a council, we accept to serve diligently, loyally, with patriotic zeal to reset the Ghana and reset the Ghana Armed Forces too, to ensure that we have peace, we have stability for our beloved nation. So we want to ensure that the Ghana Armed Forces retain, sustain, and even extend its reputation, which is established globally. We are very proud of our armed forces, and we know that they have even further to go. Congratulations. And this is also the time to remember those who've come before us and all the roles they have played. And our pledge is to ensure that we strengthen and even add on to what they have established, which is very admirable and which we celebrate. And as an advisory council, as a council, we are in an advisory position, very separate from management, but ending with us. And this is something we need to take very important notice of, so we don't mix our roles. And therefore, we will ensure that we give sound advice on matters of policy, those that relate to defense, to strategy, including military budgeting and finance, administration, and promotion of officers above the rank of lieutenant colonel or its equivalent. We know that our country is facing some challenges in terms of security, our borders, even internal challenges. And therefore, we need to pay attention to all of these, even as we pay attention to our bilateral and multilateral relations in relation to security. They are all very important. There are times when we can't go alone. We have to follow an ECOWAS, we have to call on the AU, and we have to negotiate well to ensure that our people, the men and the women, return peacefully, return with all the knowledge that they have acquired in the process. We should also not be, we shouldn't forget about other illegal things going on in the country. We have illegal mining, illegal logging, illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing piracies, violent extremism, terrorism. These remind all of us, even chieftaincy disputes, all of these should remind all of us that there's a lot of work ahead. As a council, we pledge to play a role, and we want to invite everybody to come along. Security, as they say, is everybody's business. We also know that we are facing, an economic crisis, that's what it is. And this has saddled the Ministry of Defense with a debt of 3.7 billion Ghana cedis, including a 275 million indebtedness to food suppliers. We need to improve infrastructure, including housing. We have a huge deficit. But we also know that there's so much capability in our military forces. And we also know the roles they can play towards advancing our 24-hour economy. The military doesn't lack talent or skill in any of our disciplines. So we call on you to support us. We have the DIHOC, that is the Defense Industrial Holding Company, and this requires private sector participation for food production, for infrastructural development, for many things. And it will not be too much to expect that in the manufacturing sector, even vehicle assembly, the pharmaceutical production, whatever, we see our Ghana Armed Forces participating effectively in all these areas. So we invite all of us, especially our armed forces, to champion the 24-hour economy through what they also do. And we want to assure our president that the Ghana Armed Forces will continue to use the methods that are humane, the methods that are effective in their, including modern technology in whatever form, to enhance operational efficiency of the forces. So, Mr. President, we want to thank you and we want to assure you that we'll carry the mandate you have reposed in us and we'll continue to dialogue with you whenever necessary. This is also the time for me to add my voice to what our boss has said in relation to the outgoing CDS and chiefs and service chiefs. We want to commend them highly for what they have done for this country. And we know that sometimes when you leave, your knowledge, your examples don't leave. And I mention in particular General Thomas Opompepra, the Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Bismarck Kwesi Onguna, Chief of Army Staff, Vice Admiral Issa Adam Yakubu, Chief of Naval Staff, and of course, Air Marshal Frederick Asarikwesi Bequin, Chief of Air Staff. We want to thank you, God bless you, in your immediate and remote activities. Thank you all for your kind attention.
Of the 7-member Armed Forces Council, who just delivered his speech right after the president delivered his. And just to go over the list of the 7 members, of course, Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, Vice President, who happens to be the chairperson of the council, followed by Dr. Edward Kofi Omane-Boamah. He is our Minister of Defense. And then third on the list, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, who is the Minister for Foreign Affairs. Mubarak Mohammed Muntaka, he's the Minister of Interior. Also a member of the council, Mr. Daniel Ado, followed by Mr. Fuseini Idrisu and Miss Nancy Dakwa Ampofo, all members of the Armed Forces Council, who have just been newly sworn in, ready to take over business. And the president has called for a deep commitment for a national service from all these members. So just gone by, they've been sworn in and ready to take action. And we've been told that the minority also has a presser at the moment going on. Are we ready to cross over for that presser? Let's also cross over and see what's happening there right now.
Point in time where we will stop all of this because your pronouncement over here, those in government now will say, when we were in opposition, this happened to us. Can we get to a point in time where we follow the rule of law, as you said, whereby we will not go by any time there is a change of government, we see some of those difficulties?
I genuinely think that the media should be seen as an advocate on this matter critically. What we need to let people understand is that the reference point of always saying, oh, it happened in 2016, it happened in 2012, it happened in 2008, is backward. We should ensure that structures will work. And like we indicated in the presser, it may be me today, it would be you tomorrow. You will not know which position you will be occupying. Let people allow the structures to work and work properly. As a chief legal advisor to the people and to government, what you are expected to do is to adhere to the very principles of the Constitution. We should stop the conversation of always saying that, oh, in 2016 or in 2017 it happened. In 2012 it happened. In 2008 it happened. In 2008 it happened. Why are we in governance then? Are we in governance to always think about retribution? Are we in governance to always use state power? to just empower ourselves to the detriment and neglect of the people. I think that there is the need for us to have a very genuine conversation about the way forward. Allow state structures to work. Let's not make state structures partisan. I think this should be enough. Whatever you have or questions you have, I'm sure I've well resorted to all your responses in the statement. So please abide. Thank you very much. Let's.
You are lawyer. You raised the issue of legality. Now, this is the second time the minorities addressing this particular issue. And if the first press conference has really resolved, they wouldn't be here today. So where will we go?
I don't think the first press conference just has to do with all the examples I've just enumerated. Yes, I'm making the people, we are making the people of Ghana understand that this is becoming persistent and consistent. And if this is the way to go, then that is not really what we are looking for. I don't think that His Excellency the President had these overwhelming votes because the Ghanaian people have asked him to come and perpetuate illegalities. No, they have voted for you because they needed a change. And that change should resonate in the ways and lifestyles of the people. And even in your actions. Why would I vote for you when you promised that you were coming to do better with Galamsey and it's becoming even worse off? Why would I vote for you when you promised that you were coming to do better with standards of living and now there is more increment in transport fares? Why would I? We should change from our old ways of doing things and we should have the mentality of Ghana first, really. And that should be enough for today. Thank you very much. And,
my question is that
This should be the last.
yeah, you mentioned a number of former governors.
yes.
But then there is an information in the media that the number goes beyond what you have mentioned. So is it a case that you restricted yourself to those that were picked up in a Rambo style, or those you are yet to even update your records as to the number of people who have been picked up so far?
So, in fact, you have answered a question for me. So there is the need to update records because some of them have been picked unknown to us. And to a larger extent, if you picked someone or you invited someone in a very legitimate manner, in a modus that is acceptable by all, I do not think that the minority caucus is against going through proper investigative processes and prosecuting if there is the need at all. That is, if there is a prima facie case established. What we are against is, first of all, the Rambo style, trumpeting more like a coup d'etat antic. We are not there. We have moved on. This is the Republic of Ghana. We are expecting something better, a posture which is better than several years ago. And we keep progressing. Let the progress reflect in our ways of doing things, including the use of state agencies. And that is our cry. Nobody is saying that if there is a prima facie case established against you, you are supposed to be stopped from being investigated. Nobody is saying so. What we are saying is that we are not in a coup d'etat. Don't go and arrest people in a Rambo style, including media men. And I've not even seen and heard media men commenting about all of this. And it is worrying. And that is what we are saying. Thank you very much.
Okay, so thank you. We related to your leadership, as I mentioned earlier. So please meet up with your leadership. We are grateful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right, just gone by was Jerry Ahmed Shaib, MP for Weija Gbawe, and also the second Deputy Minority Whip in Parliament, responding to some questions from journalists. We also saw Arnold Dompre in Sawam Edredri just standing by him. But later on, we'll go back and fetch a lot more information as to this presser that's going on by the minority. And a few concerns over there, how some of their members have been picked up by for questioning by the oral team and other matters pertaining to the governance of our country at the moment. But my colleagues have joined me back in studio, Helen and Roland Walker. Welcome back, guys.
There's a lot happening today.
Too many things happening.
Yes.
Too many things happening today. Yeah. So we have to be on the lookout, get a lot more download for our viewers out there. All right. Is there more information coming as well? Is there more information coming at the moment? Okay, so not at the moment. So it's safe to say that we can wrap up now, but be on the lookout for the AG also addressing the general public a little later. We are waiting for a progress report on all that Team Oral has done so far. So the Attorney General will be addressing the country, I'm sure, in a number of hours to come. But be stationed here on TV3. We will bring you all the updates as the day progresses. Let's cash out now. One person already won 2,000 Ghana cedis, so 2 more people to go. Let's have the second draw. So the winner, 0542-307. 3 numbers come after that. Congratulations to you. Guys, do we have time for birthdays today? Do we have time for birthdays? We don't have time for birthdays at all. Okay, so let's cash out the last person. Let's draw to award the last person 2,000 Ghana cedi, and then tomorrow you can continue to cash out right here with our *439# if you're a Telecel or MTN subscriber. So last winner for the morning, bring it on, bring it on. Let's see the dashboard. Let's see what's going on. All right, so we'll just wait a bit to get that out of the way, and then I'm sure we can do the last one off air because you're seeing us. It's 10 a.m. already. We can draw now. Okay, so let's draw last person. Okay, so we're going to do that one off air. There's a little hitch that my colleagues are trying to take care of at the moment. But time now to say goodbye to you. Thank you very much for sticking and staying. Remember to have a cold Malta Guinness, because when the mind and body and soul and Malta Guinness come together, there's a lot that you can achieve today. So vim up your daily pursuits with a revitalizing taste of Malta Guinness packed with B vitamins. Now charge forward towards your goals with each sip of its nourishing and natural goodness. Now with a new look, please remember to always look out for the proudly made in Ghana symbol on every bottle or can of Malta Guinness. Malta Guinness, we move. Colleagues, are we ready to move on to other things for the day?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you for sticking and staying. Enjoy the rest of our programming. We are back tomorrow 6 a.m. sharp for TV3 New Day.
Just like I followed my heart and I found a miracle as you. Intriguing, exciting, most of it all. When you send me away, mommy tree, let's put our phones away and go do more.
Why are more and more professionals choosing Flamingo Paint?
Flamingo Paint has great hiding ability to cover and transform old walls easily with just one coat.
With just small paints, I paint huge area, meaning more profit for me. Great value for money.
Guarantees durability for all my buildings.
Flamingo Paint. Superior hiding, superior coverage, superior durability. Flamingo Paint. Simply superior.
told you to use Kojak quality oral care products, like the Kojak Charcoal toothpaste, for strong teeth. Give me the meat.
Sis, that guy.
Ajay, my teeth.
Sis, haven't you heard of Kojak P&F toothpaste and their mouthwash? Right after here, get one for yourself. It helps fight sensitive teeth just like you're experiencing. Hey, sis.
Yes. Do not joke with your teeth because it may worry you in the future. Over the past 30 years that we introduced Procode onto the market, that has no competitor. We have again introduced Kojak Oral Care onto the market with the same high quality standard like Kojak Charcoal toothpaste that makes your teeth whiter and stronger. Kojak Regular Fluoride toothpaste that makes your teeth stronger, fights against toothache, and lathers well, leaving your mouth with an improved fresh taste and breath. If you have a sensitive teeth when you take something cold or hot, yours is to go for Kojak P and Kojak F. Together with the mouthwash, go for Kojak Oral Care products because Kojak dear, it be quality keke.
This advert is FDA approved.
One thing we can always count on is that the sun will always rise. A new beginning each day to do better and achieve more. For as long as you can remember, NLA has always been here, putting smiles on faces every day. Luto doctors were our neighborhood professors, always working to create fortune. On every street corner across Ghana, Luto writers made 590 available to everyone. Na Edel Biansem, they became more than family. Today, things have changed. Technology has made everything better. Now, your favorite NLA 590 game is mobile, closer to you than ever. Playing anytime, anywhere on phone, web, and app is possible. NLA 590 is now available on *959#. Create your fortune today. Still Ed Downsome.
Every morning, I wake up to this miracle sleeping soundly, but mornings weren't always this peaceful. I remember the sleepless nights, leaks that woke us both up, damp clothes and tears. And all I wanted was for my baby to be dry and comfortable. Then I discovered Flora Kids baby diaper. Its maximum absorption keeps my little one dry all night, giving us peaceful, restful sleep. And the stretchy side tapes, they make sure it's comfy even when she's on the move. Thanks to Flora Kids baby diaper, our nights are calm and our mornings are full of giggles. For bulk purchases, call Delta Paper Mail on 0243 033.
If you're looking to listen to thought-provoking conversations, to avoid any further brouhaha, all this English to just say, I will do nothing. I will ghost him. So like what is it? You like that?
I'm suddenly not feeling too well.
Answers to life's big questions. Has someone asked you to do kapoha before?
I don't drink.
You go to church and pray for miracles. But that's somebody's money.
The owner is going to come.
For a show filled with excitement, laughter, and unforgettable moments.
Me, I live life full of drama to the left, to the right. If you see me, look this side,
To games that keep you laughing.